Welcome to Decorazzi. If you love transforming your space with a perfect mix of vintage charm and Scandinavian minimalism, then you're in the right place. In today's video, we will guide you on how to style your apartment in a way that combines timeless vintage elements with the clean lines and functionality of Scandinavian design. From unique furniture to creative DIY projects, we've got you covered. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Let's dive in. One of the first steps to achieving this aesthetic is choosing the right furniture. Think mid-century modern chairs, vintage coffee tables, or rustic bookshelves, combined with minimalist Scandinavian furniture like sleek, functional desks or clean-lined sofas. The key is balance. By pairing these contrasting styles, you create a space that feels both nostalgic and contemporary. A neutral color palette is essential when blending vintage and Scandinavian styles. Use soft, muted tones like whites, grays, and beiges as the backdrop, while incorporating subtle pops of color through accessories like throw pillows, vases, or artwork. This allows both the vintage and modern elements to stand out without overwhelming the senses. Lighting plays a major role in achieving the right ambience. Go for minimalist Scandinavian lighting fixtures with clean, simple lines, but look for those with a vintage twist, like retro pendant lights or industrial-style lamps. This combination adds both warmth and sophistication to the room. Both vintage and Scandinavian designs love natural materials. Think wood, leather, linen, and wool. Wooden floors or rustic wooden furniture pieces blend seamlessly with the clean, functional designs typical of Scandinavian interiors. Incorporate textiles like linen curtains or wool throws to add texture and warmth to the space. A great way to add personality to your space is through art. Combine vintage framed prints or antique paintings with minimalist Scandinavian pieces such as geometric prints or black and white photography. This blend of old and new creates an interesting focal point in any room. Scandinavian homes often feature open shelving to showcase personal items and keep spaces feeling airy. When blending vintage with minimalist decor, open shelving allows you to display vintage glassware, books, or ceramics alongside sleek Scandinavian storage containers, creating a harmonious visual. Adding cozy corners is a must in Scandinavian interiors. Incorporate vintage fabrics like patterned rugs, embroidered cushions, and plush throws. These textures add a sense of warmth and comfort that beautifully contrasts with the clean lines of Scandinavian furniture. Mirrors are an excellent way to enhance a space, and vintage mirrors add a timeless elegance. Consider choosing ornate, vintage-style mirrors with simple, Scandinavian-inspired frames to maintain that clean aesthetic. The mirror reflects natural light, making the room feel more open and inviting. Scandinavian design is known for its emphasis on functionality, so storage is key. Choose vintage cabinets or sideboards with minimalist shapes. These pieces not only provide storage but also serve as beautiful, decorative elements in your home, adding that perfect blend of practicality and charm. Plants are essential to both vintage and Scandinavian interiors. Place a few potted plants in sleek Scandinavian planters or vintage ceramic pots to bring life and vibrancy into the room. The greenery softens the minimalist aesthetic and brings in a natural element that enhances the overall design. Tables are the heart of any room. When choosing a vintage table, look for pieces that are simple in design but rich in character. Combine these with minimalist Scandinavian chairs or benches to create a balanced, cohesive look. These functional pieces add elegance while keeping the room feeling open and uncluttered. Rugs play a huge role in tying the room together. Look for vintage rugs with subtle patterns or textures that complement the minimalist Scandinavian furnishings. These rugs add warmth to the space without overwhelming it, grounding the vintage and Scandinavian elements into one cohesive style. The contrast between vintage and Scandinavian pieces is what makes this style so striking. Play with light and dark contrasts by pairing light, airy Scandinavian designs with darker vintage pieces. This juxtaposition creates a dynamic energy and depth, ensuring your space looks both sophisticated and inviting. And there you have it, the perfect blend of vintage charm and Scandinavian minimalism. Remember, the key to creating a balanced and beautiful space lies in mixing old and new, light and dark, minimal and ornate. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this design style. Until next time, happy decorating!